Hello guys, it's about Bane versus Venom. This was one of the big, stomps and of course battles, and I think it's not even close if we're using, of course, higher tier feats for Venom. But today we talk about who would win. Who would win actually? So we're gonna start with Venom. We're gonna start with Bane first. So Bane is building level. Broke Azrael's ribs and armor in one punch. Defeated Nightwing with ease and broke pre-husk killer clock arms without the use of Venom. No, 10 times stronger than before and stronger than Batman. He's also said hypersonic. He should not be overwhelmingly slower than Katana. No, no. Class 1 match Batman, of course. His Venom increases his strength, of course. Tank's hit from Azrael, who was said to punching Bane, was hitting like a stack full cement. And of course, Bane's very, very, very intelligent. Bane is very, very intelligent. His big weakness is removing his tubes, feeding his Venom, which his Venom makes him stronger. Good. But now we'll talk about Venom from Marvel. So Venom from Marvel, of course, is Wild's building level parts that is already superior to the feats Stab and Sewn for Bane, which is building level. Basically, that's building level. Basically, around building level. Basically, constantly being shown superior to Spider-Man. To the point where the symbiote, even without a host, can power with him. Spider-Man has admitted that Venom has all of his powers but with more strength. He also killed an alternate different universe of Spider-Man. Of a black suit Spider-Man, who was able to match him in combat, found equal grounds with Scorpion as both Venom and Anti-Venom found power of Nova, Spider-Woman, Norman Osborn, Saka, Craven the Hunter, and nearly killed Miles Morales and Sandman. Man, and yeah, Rod's building over plus. Most of these are like Rod's building over plus feats, but we're not even going to include the planet level feats. Possesses the physical strength of the Thing, but undefeated the fifth form of Dark Carnage. Solar System will also be compared with Spider-Man and other incarnations of Captain Universe. So even if we exclude the planet level feats and solar system level feats, Venom should still win. It must by, mastery hypersonic parts, which is far faster, which is faster than they're both very much the same speed. Comparable to Spider-Man and Carnage, kept up with Wolverine, and of course mastery faster than White because he kept up a fifth form Dark Carnage as well. His lifting strength, I think, is stronger. We don't really cover lifting strength, but I think class T and class M, is far higher than class 10. Class 10, which is not strong. It's stronger compared to us, but he was stronger than Spider-Man, basically to the point where Spider-Man had to use both arms, cannot overpower one of his arms. He can easily break Spider-Man's webs as his full support with Ferris wheel while severely weakened. And yeah, striking strength and watch building level and durability are basically the same. Catastrophe can take hits from Spider-Man, and of course both Venom and Bane are very, very intelligent, so there's not really any battle for intelligence there. Bane is smarter, I believe. I think Bane would be higher on the intelligence list. Yeah, he's higher on the intelligence list, but Venom has so many better feats, so many stronger feats that Venom would win in a battle. Venom would win in a battle between him and Bane, of course. But we're not only going to discuss the, comic book versions, we're also going to discuss the movie iteration. So the Sony version, which is from the movie Venom, and of course Bane from the Dark Knight. Because for Bane, we're using post-crisis Bane. Bane, and of course we can use a Dark Knight Bane, which both of them are at the same level. Bane's at least wall level because Venom's at least wall level. We haven't really, but again, I think Venom is actually far stronger than wall level. He easily broke a pillar and accidentally broke a tree by crashing into it. Could destroy poverty and can ignore durability in some ways because we haven't really seen his feats. Because again, they're making a second Venom movie, so they're gonna probably show better feats in that movie. At least Class 5, somewhat compared with the Wyatt, and strong enough to equip a cow and one arm. At least Wall Class knocks down strong doors with ease. At least Wall took a hit from Wyatt, regenerates and makes him difficult to kill. As well as intelligence is average. And Bane's level is, wall level, higher with explosives, subsonic. So actually, they're much more equal if we're using the movie counterparts. So Bane, still Venom from, of course, the Venom movie, and Bane from the Dark Knight. You know, I think it will be very close in this battle. Here. And reaction, both of them are subsonic in speed, kept up with Batman easily. Both are around. But the only thing is that, Venom has higher lifting strength and can also regeneration. So his regeneration makes him difficult to kill. And Bane can't really regenerate unlike Venom. So with that regeneration hacks, Venom would probably beat Bane. And of course, he's probably far higher than he was displayed in the movie because Venom, because they didn't really show much of Venom's feats in the movie Venom. So yeah, but I think Venom would still win if we're using the movie Venom. Same thing of other, like for example, like if you use the Bane from Gotham. The Bane from Gotham would be higher with weapons and explosives. Yeah, even with explosives, I think Venom would still win because Venom can ignore durability with his regeneration, basically, at points. But yeah, Bane from Gotham. I think Bane from Gotham could possibly win. We also have the Arkham series game Bane as well. Yeah. And yeah, most Banes almost every Bane would probably lose to Venom. Almost like every Bane would likely lose to most of the Venoms. We're gonna go back to Venom because most Venoms are not even building level like in the comics. Okay, so we have Venom from the Sam Raimi trilogy, which that Venom is at least small building level parts, but it's still higher than wall level. Here, the Spectacular Spider-Man, that Venom is at least building level, so he'll be comparable to comic book Bane. Fox Kids, yeah, he would be higher. He's at least city block here. And that verse, and Never Stop Spider-Man. Venom is also not the strong small building level. Those like the only Venoms that would actually lose the comic book Bane. Web of Shadows Venom could be a foul higher. But yeah, if we talk about purely comic book versions of both characters, Venom would win. But I think both versions of Venom would just beat Bane. Even like the weaker versions of Venom would beat the weaker versions of Bane. And I think all around, Venom would probably win in a battle. So that's basically it. Goodbye.